Hello, singers! Welcome to your daily vocal warm-up with yours truly. This particular warm-up is for those of you who are working on your ear training, as well as beginning to develop the vocal clarity, strength, and range of your voice. Let's begin. We'll start feet hip-width distance apart, one foot slightly in front of the other, and hips are tucked. Roll your shoulders back and find that tall posture. All right, imagine someone pulling you up like a puppet on a string through the crown of the head. Once you're there, let's just begin to breathe normally, expanding at the waist on the inhale and exhaling out of the mouth. Inhaling, expanding at the waist, maybe opening up the rib cage, and exhaling through the mouth. Let's bring some intention to the exhale on the next one. Inhale at the waist, and give me a powerful exhale as you contract. Great job. On the next exhale, we're going to exhale on a TS that sounds like this. Try your best to stay expanded as long as possible. At the very last second, that's when we want to have that contraction happen in the belly, okay? So here we go. I'm going to count to 5 for the inhale. We'll hold the breath out for 5 seconds, and then we'll exhale for 5 seconds on a TS, all right? Here we go. Let out all of your air. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, everybody. Let's move right away into our lip flutters, or lip trills as I like to call them. Lip trills, if you don't know what they are, is we're sending air through our lips. In order to do this, we have to have enough breath passing through the lips, as well as a relaxed state of our lips. So it sounds something like this. Okay, so there's a level of intention and strength with our breath that we're sending. So I like to talk about the breath tonal connection here. I think the lip flutters really wake up that connection. Without a foundational breath, we're never gonna have enough fuel or engine source for our powerful singing, all right? So we have to make this connection, okay? So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. And then send that air out. Find your flutter sigh, I'll call it. Starting from mid-range to high and slowly coming down. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale. Great job. Let's do that one more time. And I want you to start a little bit higher this time. And then also thinking about where are you directing that sound, okay? So I want you to think about sending your sound through your forehead to your audience. Here we go. Inhale and send it. In my opinion, good singing always has a direction, all right? If we keep it to ourselves, we're never gonna access that strong resonance and that clarity that we need as musical theater singers, okay? Great job with that. Let's jump into our sirens now, okay? So what I want you to do is start in a really gentle head voice space. This is your upper register. So it's gonna feel a lot lighter. We're not gonna bring that heavy low weight into it. All right, and we'll go on an E vowel, all right? So we're gonna start with an M sound to open up and send that E. It'll sound something like this, without any strain or tension on the throat. We're just taking a deep breath. Maintaining relaxation here and sending it through the siren. Okay, if you already know what to do, go for it and do a few of those. Explore some sounds. Maybe each time you can go a little bit higher. And as you're doing this, I want you to think about narrowing the sound, okay? So we're concentrating and narrowing the sound towards our audience rather than keeping it to ourselves or keeping it back and breathy, if that makes sense, okay? So here we go a few more times. Hopefully you're still doing them already. Take your time going through each pitch here. We're just taking a slow slide. Don't rush anything, because sometimes with rush, we end up tensing up in areas that we don't need to or shouldn't for our singing, okay? So we want to stay in tune with the feeling of everything, making sure that we're not supporting or tensing up here. Fantastic. Take a couple more E sirens. Keep it going, and maybe one more after that. All right, as you do these should start to sound a little bit clearer each time, especially if you have intention behind your sirens. Amazing job. We're moving into some humming now. Humming is amazing for our singing because it helps us to access our resonance and placement, okay? So resonance and sound waves need something hard to create a stronger sound vibration. So that hard mass is going to be our facial structure, our bones. That's why our direction matters so much with sound waves, okay? So we're going to go into a humming sound because it gets our sound right there at the cheekbones and the nose. All right, and we're just going to do 3 notes here. Starting at middle C, it sounds like this. Take your time. And going up now. Really focusing on the pitches, and keep it going, and find a light expression on your face as you do this, lifting inside the roof of the mouth and sending it forward through our cheekbones. Keep it going, and see, my eyebrows are a little lifted as I go higher, right? Just to access this lift on the pitch, and keep it going, and you might feel the tone coming up here, rising towards your forehead. That's a good thing. As we do that, we're dropping off any weight here, not allowing this to engage. Yes, as soft as you can keep it. Now we're coming down. Keep this going. We're still thinking about how we're taking in our breath on the inhale, and we're contracting on the exhale as we're singing. And maybe allowing some vibrato to happen on the very last note. Yes, vibrato needs 2 things to happen: a relaxed chord and enough breath. All right, so maybe you do a little extra contraction at the end to create that. You're doing amazing. Keep this going. Last one, and fantastic job. All right, we're gonna go into our next warm-up now. We'll start with a hum of the first note, okay? This is in order for us to really find where we need to place our sound. We want to listen really carefully for the pitch. so that we can have success with the rest of our pattern down. So this pattern is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so nice and slow, it sounds like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it's just down the ladder one by one. This is within a fifth interval. All right, a perfect fifth interval. An interval is the relationship between two notes, or the distance between two notes. So we're only going from G to F to E to D to C. That's the span of the note range here. So here we go. Let's all listen to this note on G. When you think you have it, go ahead and hum it. Once you know you have it, let's go on to me on the way down. And me. Great job. Let's hum. Sing it. Me. To listen to the hum instead, that's fine. And then go ahead and jump in when you're ready. Me. Relaxing your lips and your jaw. Me. Up into a higher space in our voices, so we're gonna have to lift the expression for that. All right, so prepare and accommodate your space inside your mouth for these high notes. And couple more, and can we go a little faster? Let's come down on moo, but find a little moo placement first, a siren. Moo, moo. It's gonna feel higher. Don't reach up to it with your throat, but relax the throat and approach it from above. Here we are on moo. Let's hum this, and moo, moo. Find an oval shape inside. Opening up at the lips enough so we can hear your beautiful voice. And how about may? Aim it through your cheekbones. Again, make sure you're not tensing it up. Check in with your tongue. Does it feel tense also? If so, take a moment, relax your tongue, and then jump right back in. Here we go. And let's go to ma. Ma. Let's gently open up the chest. Not bringing heavy weight to it, but nice and bright sounds on your ah. You're doing awesome. Ma. We want a bright, lifted sound for musical theater. Ma. Obviously, we can deepen it and find more grit depending on your character. But for our development, for clarity, we're gonna go for bright singing. Ma. One more, and Fantastic job. All right, we're moving into our pattern of third intervals, okay? So this is major third, the distance between this note and this note and this note and this note. You hear it? They're all thirds. It makes a beautiful, perfect harmony. All right, and so the pattern is 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. So go ahead and just listen to this. All right, so what we're gonna do with this one, because it's a little bit trickier, all right, is listen to the first one. I'll sing it first. Actually, I'll hum it, okay? So you can just listen to it. And when you feel more advanced, you can hum along with me if you're sure you know the notes. On the second one, then you're singing on a me. Here we are. 3, 2, 1 on a hum. Here you go on me. I'm gonna encourage a slight pucker of the lips here. So here we go with the hum. With the E puckered, me. This concentrates and narrows out our sound. Here's your hum to the E and me. Always supporting with your breath. Here's the E and me to the hum, to the E, me, to the E, me. Send it towards your audience. To the E, me. Allow your voice to switch to the higher register or your mixed voice, combining both the chest whenever it feels ready to, right? Let your voice go where it wants to go, all right? Don't force anything or reach up to anywhere your voice is not ready to go, but we're always supporting and providing the proper tools to have success in our singing. Me and me. Let's go to moo now. To the moo. Moo. Let's go a little faster. And to the moo. You got this. You're doing amazing. Keep those listening ears open to the hum and to the moo and moo, providing space now. To the moo and moo, thinking tall space. All right, here's your last ooh. And you're doing amazing. Let's go to May. To the May and May. Keep it bright. Provide enough air. May. And May. We're going to visit some higher notes now. Don't be afraid of it with the proper tools. I know you can do it. Let's go to ma. Drop the jaw. To the ma now. Sending it through the crown of your head. All right, providing enough space. And skip the hum now. And coming down now. And keep it going, come on down. And revisit how you're breathing. Are you providing enough support for these beautiful ahs? Is any natural vibrato coming out? Let it if it's trying to. Don't restrict your throat or your voice. Just let it flow from you. Just a couple more of these. You're doing awesome. front teeth for some brightness so it doesn't get too dark or covered. All right, it's all about the placement with musical theater. Coming down into our mix or our chest voice. Just a couple more. And two more. And last one. How did you do? Feeling confident? I hope so. Recheck your posture. We've got one more exercise. You're doing incredible. I'm encouraging you on. If you're still here, that means you're really committed to your singing, which is incredible. It's going to pay off the more you create a daily habit with this. All right, our last warm-up for today's warm-up is Bumblebee. On these notes, we have 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. It's a little tricky. So we have a third first. From 5 to 3. Go ahead and hum it. Then we're going up one note to 4. It's the note between 5 and 3, right? So we have. Then we're going down 1/3 from 4 to 2. Then we're going down a major second, which is only one note distance, from 2 to 1. All right? So the whole thing is 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Here we go on Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Do we have it? And Bumblebee. If you don't know if you have it or not, listen to a couple first. All right, then jump right back in. You got this. And Bumblebee. We're gonna speed it up. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Send it forward. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Go to the head voice if you need to. Bumblebee. Now we're gonna make this staccato. Nice and quick. And Bumblebee. 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 Keep lifting and one more high and let's go down. Now Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Through the forehead. You got this. Bumblebee. 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 Little faster and Bumblebee. 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 Amazing job! Oh my goodness. How does your voice feel now after doing those warm-ups? I hope you can say it feels really good. It feels lifted and resonant. I hope you can say it sounds present and forward with a little more clarity than you had before. All right, don't forget to do these every single day in order to see a real difference in your voice and your training. This always needs to happen before you practice your songs, okay? So never skip your warm-up and happy singing.